I know that watching a YouTube video is not going to completely change your life, but my hope is that by the end of this video, you feel just a little bit better. Because let's just agree on one thing. Job searching is hard. It can be frustrating. It can be anxiety provoking. But here's the thing though, and this is the first of about 7 things that I'm going to share with you today that I want to offer you today. Job searching might be tough, but you are tougher. This is hard and it might make you want to feel like you want to just curl up in a ball and cry some days, but I'm pretty sure this is not the hardest thing that you've ever done. You've probably done much harder things in your time on this planet. Looking for a job is a marathon. It is not a sprint. And while it may be challenging and difficult and scary and just frustrating at times, there are some ways that I am hoping to help you stay more positive while you're going through this process. So stick around, and I hope by the end of this video you feel even just a little bit better. Okay. If we haven't met yet, my name is Jen Swanson, and I want to help you get the job, love your work, and advance your career. So hit the like button and consider subscribing, and let's get back to how to stay positive during a job search, even when it feels long and stressful. The first thing to do is to spend your energy and your time on things that you can control. You can't control who they're going to pick. You can't control how many other applicants there are, but there are some definite things that you can take control of, like what your resume looks like what your cover letter is all about, like the way that you're communicating with the people when you're communicating with them in order to set up an interview. There are certain things that you can definitely take control of, and those are the things that you want to spend your time and your energy in doing, not in wishing and hoping and wondering, because that's just a waste of time. Take action and spend time on things that you can control. The second thing is to adopt the attitude that this thing is not going to beat you. Turn it into a game if you want to, and go about trying to win. Decide that you are going to succeed even if it takes a really long time. And don't sit around waiting and wishing. Like I said before, you need to take action even when it feels like nothing is happening. Do something every single day to improve the situation and to take action toward the goal. The third thing to do is to create a routine, and this can include things that you're doing to work towards the goals, like connecting with 3 to 5 people that you'd like to set up some learning conversations with, or some networking time with, to pick their brains and find out more about what it is they do in the industry or the position or the organization that you're interested in working with. So even making lists, talking to people about why you are looking for a job and what you are looking for, because most of the jobs that are out there are offered to people through connections. So it's really more about who you know than what you know. So that is a very important thing to do, is work your network. And I've got information I'll link to in the description box on some of those topics on how to work your network. Number 4 is to volunteer or to take a class. Just keep busy, and I'm going to link to a video below on skills that you can learn from home that will look great on a resume, even if you say you've started taking the course or the training. These can enhance your resume and enhance the skills. So find things that you can learn that will increase your chances, because they are needed, because they are useful, because they would be perfect for the position that you are seeking. And these things look excellent on a resume. So think about that a little bit. What could I add to my skill set that would look fantastic and just give me that little bump up while I am waiting? The next thing to do is to get help if you need it. Find a coach or find someone to help you navigate the process of a job search if you are feeling really down about it, if you're feeling unencouraged, because it would be really helpful to have somebody walk with you and guide you through that process. The 6th thing to do to keep positive is to remember that you are amazing. You have accomplished a lot so far in your life. And it's important to remember those things, the things that you have achieved, the things you've written on your resume that you have already succeeded in. Maybe write down more of those things just to make a list for yourself to help you feel more positive. You can stick them on Post-it notes on your mirror so that you see them twice a day. Think of all of the things that you have already achieved in this lifetime. And keep in mind that it might take time. Do you know that Stephen King's manuscript for his book Carrie, which then later became a movie, was rejected 30 times before somebody accepted it and decided to take a chance on it? And then of course it went on to sell over 1 million copies and was turned into a hit movie, and the rest is history, as they say. J.K. Rowling had her manuscript for the very first Harry Potter book rejected about 12 times before a publishing house took a chance and decided to publish her book. And oh my goodness, that is one of the best-selling series, books and movies in history, with over 450 million copies of the books sold. Dr. Seuss, another name you might know, was rejected about 27 times. And he was on his way home with his very first manuscript in hand, and he was about to throw it out when he ran into a friend who said, "What's that? What are you doing?" And the result was that that friend ended up being somebody who worked with children's books, took the book, went home, and Dr. Seuss went on to write 60 more manuscripts and publish 60 more books in the future, and became a household name. So rejection and failure is just part of this whole thing. And it may not be that you get the job that you first really think you should get. It may not be that you get that dream job immediately. But if you keep persisting and you keep improving upon all of your materials, your documents, and the way you communicate, you're eventually going to find the work that you want to find. So keep believing in yourself, because the right hiring manager will say yes at the right time, especially if you keep moving yourself forward and you keep doing little action steps each day to get you towards your goal. As I said before, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. There now. I hope you feel even just a little bit better. Please let me know if you do down below. I'm going to link to a video on 5 in-demand skills that people are looking for right now that you can learn from home, so that you can watch that video next, and I'll put it up here somewhere. So take a look at that video and keep steady, stay on course, because you will get there, and I will see you in the next video.